If you want to know how I got my legs to go from this to this, keep watching. Yes, YouTube, what's happening? Today what we're going over is 5 tips that I've used over the past couple of months to improve the size of my legs. First tip is knee flexion. So I focus a lot more on getting as deep as I can into my squat. So I changed my squats from normal conventional barbell squats to hill elevated squats and Smith machine squats. Would have opted for a hack squat, but my gym didn't have it, so best option I could have was a Smith machine. The reason why is because with my barbell squats, as I got heavier to my top sets, I would usually go from, well, I'd always do a low bar squat, and I found it difficult to go to a high bar squat, which will keep me a little bit more upright, and I need to go deeper into my squat. So I changed it from barbell squats into Smith machine squats because I'm forced to stay more upright, and elevating my heels allowed me to get more knee flexion, get deep into the squat, thus working my quads a lot more. You don't have to do Smith machine if you don't want to, but I would recommend if you wanna get deep into your squat and you haven't got great ankle mobility. Some people will not have to elevate their heels, but if you've got okay or poor ankle mobility, I would recommend elevating your heels with either some plates or a wedge. Tip 2 was splitting up my quads and hamstrings and working them on separate days. I've always tried to train my legs 2 times a week or more, but it would always be a combination of both, so it would be quads and hamstrings on both days. But I found over the past couple of months, splitting them up and focusing, having laser focus on one particular muscle group and then the next on another day, gave me the best stimulus for growth. So one day I'll solely focus on my quads, and it allowed me to go heavy as possible on my squats, my leg press, leg extensions, without having to think, okay, later on in the session I'm going to have to do RDLs, deadlift some hamstring curls. And then on the next day I could just solely focus on going as heavy as I could on the RDLs and stuff like that. And with me, I found it quite taxing doing squats and deadlifts on the same day, very taxing on my back, and it took a long time to do as well. So I enjoy my leg day a lot more without having to do both on the same day. Tip 3 is going as heavy as I could and working towards failure. So with my main compounds, I always go as heavy as I could, but the isolation kind of pumping exercises, if you will, like your leg extension, hamstring curls, I wouldn't always go to failure. I would just go for the pump until it felt nice. But in the past couple of months, every single exercise I do, I make sure that I push it as hard as I can, go as heavy as I can, and make sure that I'm progressively overloading. Progressively overload could be a separate tip by itself, but I'll put in with this. But yeah, I was just making sure I was working as hard as I could with every single exercise and every single set. Tip 4, calorie surplus. So in the past couple of months, I've been on a bulk. I've been trying to put on as much muscle as I can in the past couple of months. So if you want to get bigger, you need to eat a bit more, keep your protein high. Try not to eat too much crap, because you'll start putting on way too much excess body fat. Lean bulk, a little bit extra calories, and keep your protein high. Number 5 is tracking, to make sure that you know you're getting stronger over the weeks of training. If you're doing the same way, you're not going to grow. You need to force growth, so you need to make sure that you're getting stronger. Best way to do it is to track. Start applying these 5 tips to your training, and in a few months you will definitely see some improvement, some gains. Hope you found this video helpful, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out.